Hello there, I'm Tim, and he forgot to give me his Fitbit again. And this is How to Murder Feet, Southwest Coast Pass, week 3, day 5. It's September the 27th, I think it's a Thursday. It's about 9 o'clock, and I'm still in the dunes. Here they are. But look, there it is. All its white flecked majesty. St Ives. It's about, I don't know, I'll go down that way a bit, down to Hale. Which is about a mile or two that way now, and then back up that far coast. All in all, it's about 8 miles. I think it will take me about 3 hours perhaps. I should be there by lunchtime, because despite being down for 11 miles yesterday, I managed to somehow end up doing 18 miles, and so between those sort of days 2, 3 and 4 I managed to lose an entire day's worth of hiking somewhere. So I get to finish a day early, which is good. I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying it out here, certainly, but why dawdle? So I need to be there for, lunchtime's good. I'm probably just going to get straight on a train as soon as I get there, because it's about a 5 or 6 hour journey back home from here. And I don't want to have to, I want a few hours in hand for connections, delays, missed platforms, whatever, before the whole service stops running in the evening. So I think I've worked out if I can leave it the latest 4:30 in the afternoon before I have to start back. Otherwise the trains will stop running. I'll have to get a hotel somewhere in Dorset or whatever. Yeah, that's all good. I mean, it's a nice enough town, and I look forward to exploring it properly in May 2019, when I'm going to do part 4 of all this, week 4. I was looking at the map for some of that last night, because I'm on the map for the entire of Land's End now, the OS map. Moved on to that map. I'm not going to get it out, I'm all banged up, but it looks like week 4 is going to be quite challenging, because there's nothing out there for the first 3 days. You leave St Ives that way, go right round the end, and look, there's Land's End. Come back round the end to Penzance, and there's look, a shop and a bank and somewhere that sells beer or whatever. So I'm not even sure they have village shops out there, let alone tourist stuff. That'll be about, I'll hit Penzance 2.5 days in, I think, on week 4. So it's going to be a challenge finding water, let alone food. So yeah, that's going to be a problem for May anyway, next year. After which we'll have left the EU, so I imagine it'll be absolutely chocker with tourists who aren't allowed off our island anymore. Whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to carry on, keep trudging on. I'll stop and put some suntan on, find some more water at some point as well, stock up. But yeah, quite an easy day really, half day. After the rigours I put myself through, that's good. It'd be nice to get out of these dunes though. They're quite, the grass is quite sharp, quite pointy on the ends, and it's absolutely coated in condensation and mist, which is really cold across the thighs when you're wading through it. And the sound's quite hard going as well. Moan, 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 moan. That's all I do on this trip. Yeah, I'll talk to you more later. So I think we're off the dunes. This is Hale Estuary. Oh look, there's a train. I should be taking that train home again this afternoon, probably. A little connecty one that goes down to St Earth. That's where the main line from Penzance to London is. Which is where I need to be. Oh, you're not seriously going across that bridge, are you? Is that even a bridge? Sort of gantry. Yeah. Anyway, I have to work my way across all that estuary and find myself back on the far side somehow by that golf course. So, and I lost the trail again. Good. Blimey. If I can smell that, that must be strong. Lobster pots, hundreds of them. It's obviously a wharf jetty, lobster boats do their thing. Go out, put the pot down, little floaty bob thing with the flag on, come back next day. That stupid lobster gone inside and can't get out. And it's off to be eaten. It's a shame, but a circle of life and all that. A coffee shop in a porter cabin there. I'm not sure I need coffee that badly. It looks like they're just setting up anyway. I don't think I want to trouble them this early on. I want a real big fry up, proper English breakfast. A whole hash brown and fried bread. You don't get fried bread with these things anymore. Could really go for some fried bread. Ooh, that's one seen better days. Fixer upper. kind of wreck in waiting. Yeah, so I think somewhere along there is likely to be some kind of town. I'm getting a sense of normal people live here, there'll be a Tesco's sort of feel to the place, you know, rather than just more clotted cream. And that big bridge thing you can see in the distance is the A30 flyover. Runs over this sort of river area and then out to Penzance, which isn't that far away. Right, my search for breakfast continues. These little sailing boats all moored up. That might have to be my next bucket list thing. Learn to sail. Just, you know, these little in-lake things and dinghies, so you do a course or something, get the basics down, and who knows. So we've got this really complicated arrangement of channels and islands and things that I need to be way over there somewhere. Although on the plus side, that over there is a massive Asda. So we had to definitely get some breakfast there. Although I'd prefer a fry up. Maybe they've got a cafe. Ooh, supermarket cafe breakfast. Church thing there. Yes, lots going on. Busy. I think waking up as well. Copper House Pool, apparently. Big flood defence gate thing there. Don't know if that's a river or just a bay or what. Hard to tell. Not sure what the difference is really. So I found that. Someone's had the other one. So I'm having to guess. The sawn off end there. And a sawn off end here. I reckon it's this way. It's the way I want to go. But use your initiative. Sometimes can't rely solely on the acorns. Sometimes the acorns aren't there. No mistake. It's a railway bridge. Probably going across it on my way home. Look at this, a modern looking swoosh of a building. Some sort of reclamation project apparently on this old abandoned jetty dock thing there. It's good, useful for the locals, good use of the land. Just sit there mouldering otherwise. Convenient for the boat. And it looks like they do have a cafe there, I can see, so I'm going to go in there and make myself a nuisance until I get some fried breakfast. On the road again, literally. I think this is the coast path along here. Studying my map. Yeah, say what you like about supermarkets destroying the high street, but that did the job. Yeah, I know globalisation's bad and all that, but you don't get a supermarket like that going, oh, what's this strange piece of plastic? Or, oh, our machine doesn't work in this valley. Or, oh, you've got to spend like 15 quid before we can take a card. No, bang, done, done, sorted. I had a 12-piece breakfast as well with like sausages and egg and mushrooms and things. No fried bread. No one does fried bread. I'm going to have to fry some bread when I get home. Anyway, this way, along this quite dreary A-B road. Still trying to get away around all these weird bays and inlets. Follow a causeway along, but oh, hello. It's up here, look, the acorn. Good spot, thank you. Right, let's try down here. Anyway, yes, I still have to work my way around the south end of this bay, and then it's up the other side. And back to Snies for tea and crumpets. And then just the other side of those houses, eroded bank and crumbling coast path. This is more like my speed. It's clever and it's calm. I think it is because this is a tidal pool, so I think it's not even connected to the sea. Some birds, calm, tranquil. A church on the hill there. Yeah, lovely. RSPB, bird sanctuary type thing. Right, let's negotiate this. look at all these people queuing to get to work. Not me. Actually, it's roadworks. Even so. One particular bit of rat race I'm not involved in today. It's nice. Back along the road again. Interesting. A big old causeway here. Flats. And some more here. These are all like grooves in parallel lines. Signs of agriculture of some sort, but not sure if I know what they're growing there. Maybe somebody just likes the pattern. That is definitely the A30. I can tell it's got cars on it. Goes on a big old flyover across this section. I don't know if this connects down to the South de Penzance or whether that doesn't go that far inland. I'm pretty sure that all there isn't one massive island. Anyway, got to get across that far side there where that train is. And then spend the rest of the day going exactly in the opposite direction to the train I want to catch. Yeah, there's a big long road with not much going on. It's for some philosophy. If you're not, then flick about on YouTube. There's probably a video of me and John goofing about in Minecraft over there somewhere. Anyway, I've worked out the meaning of life again, you know, secret to happiness and all that, as I often do. In fact, they keep trying to find the answer. It means that most of my previous answers probably weren't right. Anyway, yes, it was. You should get to the bit where you can do what you want as quickly as possible, whereas you can afford to do what you want as quickly as possible, and then put off the bit where you're no longer physically capable of doing what you want for as long as possible. So basically, that means in the early part of your life, when you're a kid, teenager, young buck setting off into the world, you generally have your dreams and ambitions, but no means to carry them out, to accomplish them, to do them, to go on that big round the world tour, to buy that fast car, whatever. So you have to study, work hard, and either through you know, brilliant intellect applied well, or hard graft diligently pursued for a long time, you eventually can afford finally the things you want. And too often this comes in late middle age for most of us, which then brings the other problem, is that the body starts to give up and break down and fade away from late middle age onwards, sooner in some unfortunate cases. And so you have this narrow span between those 2 points, and they're quite fuzzy, indefinable points, during which literally the prime of your life. And that's when you do all the cool stuff, the things you want to do. I like to think this here is an example of me doing that now. But you've got to work at it in a way. Certainly in the early part, it's about study, about work hard in school, revise. Wish I'd revised more. Could have gotten into this phase of my life much sooner. I wouldn't be necessarily more happy now, but I've been able to start my happy period much earlier on, I think. Now, so many wasted years climbing slowly up corporate ladders in the meantime. But then also, type 2 diabetes diagnosis, largely from decades of just eating what the hell I like and not exercising. And that started to push the end that way. Which means the bit where I can't physically be able to do what I want is starting to get nearer and nearer. So fitness, dieting, healthy living, trying to do lots of exercise, couch to 5k, 1500 calories a day until I'm the right weight, that kind of thing. That can forestall and push away the far end. The idea is to try and keep that middle bit as big as possible. Start early, finish late. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, I think they got me following a railway now in a sort of last mocking bit of irony. The very railway I'm going to use to go home. So basically I just need to walk to the end of that railway, get on a train and come back along it. It's fun. There it is, the tracks there. It's a decent Ives branch line. God, I can sort of see the Asda where I had my breakfast here. It's the trouble with river estuaries, you get to experience them twice. So just trundling along here. I had a look at the map, there's about 3 miles to go, and it's pretty much all alongside this railway, so there we go. But it's a steady amble. I mean, that's the nice thing about river estuary stretches, is they're generally quite flat. You're following the river, and a railway. Railways tend to be quite flat as well, so I'm not expecting any ball-breaking hills or coronary episodes on the way up. Oh, look at them all queuing to get through those roadworks. One of the nice bits of being a pedestrian, I suppose. So yeah, this is all rather Hampshire-ish, to be honest. It's like I know less home. Get a few miles away from the coast and it just starts to be like anywhere else in southern England. Slightly more balconies. And those sort of portico things they do. So yeah, I'm going to just walk for a bit. Talk to you later. Golf course. Acorn. Dog. Haven't seen any golf courses all the way around so far. Big sign back there basically saying it's my fault if I get hit by a golf ball. Typical. Ordinarily I'd be cross about that sort of thing, but hey, if golf is your thing, do your thing. Feeling quite philosophical today. Here we are, on the other side of the bay, from all that hail, estuary, harbour, wharf stuff. My God, those dunes are a long stage. I think I might be a bit nuts. Beautiful calm seas, golden sands. Don't know how far in or out that is. Looks more out than it was yesterday. And there it is, St Ives. It's about an hour and a half, if that. It's just following the railway here. See it there, single track, no electrics. It's just the 1-2 car Great Western shuttle thing pootling up and down it. And I hope to be on it not too long in the future. Unusually steep tarmac path with a handrail down there. And here we are, ooh, right on the railway. Pedestrian crossing here. Be aware of trains. Yes. Just went past, I think they hoot when I go past here as well, just to be sure. Yeah. I think I carry on over there. Public footpath. Yeah. St Michael's Way, apparently this is also pilgrim route to Santiago. Another time, I think. Alright. Gotta keep moving as I've overtaken several people. I don't want them catching up. That just looks like I can't keep the pace. Ah, there we go, there's an acorn. The acorn says that way. Right. Go down to the beach. Yeah, maybe. Look at that. Mad. Yeah, sweating loads. Just no wind today at all. Really still. That's Cadiz Bay. Last stop before St Ives around the headland there. I think that's one last big hill and then I'm done with hills for the whole trip. Oh yeah, and that little one there. Got a lot of building work going on the beach there. Extensive renovations. Now is definitely the time to be getting that Cornish holiday property in order. Property tip there. Because from about May next year or March next year, it's going to be as awkward going to Paris as it is Beijing. So probably as expensive too. Cornwall will be the place. Saw quite a lot of vote leave banners up still on my travels this week. It makes sense, frankly. They have much to gain. Right, let's going to cruise on through. If there's a lemonade available in a cafe there, I might stop. Otherwise, yeah, it's just coming up on 12. I could probably be in St Ives by 1. Should suit me fine. Don't really want to make any really extensive stops from here on. I've had a huge breakfast already, so should be good till the end now. Yeah, cold drink if there is one. Right, onward. Coast path diverted through the front lounge area of a posh hotel there. Been after some funny looks. Still the smoothest bit of coast path I've seen in the entire trip. So Cadiz Bay is basically one massive hotel spa thing. Not much else. Nothing at the moment. Still, that's St Ives. Almost there. Got back braking that last hill. One last kick up the arse. Coasting all the way home now. That's good. And here we are. St Ives. Jewel of the uttermost west. A bit further to go yet. Quaint. Picturesque even. The rock balancer of St Ives. There we go. I've gone too far. I knew I would. And the station is back that way somewhere. Shall go and find that in a minute. So here's St Ives. Lots of interesting things to see and do here, all of which we'll have to wait till next time because this is as far as I go. Yeah, did it in 4.5 days, which is less than 6. It's been a good week though. Perfect week actually, considering I was setting off from Padstow into what I believed would be 50-mile-an-hour northerly winds. The only reason I went at all was because I thought they'd be blowing me up the cliff instead of off it. But no, it turned out to be an absolutely perfect week weather-wise. Probably the best week of the 3 so far for me. A lot more flat terrain, a lot better tourism sort of setup type thing. There's lots of shops and ice creams and cafes where you least expect them. Haven't had to sleep in a hedge all week. It's been a campsite pretty much where I've needed one every night, if not where I've expected one. So that's been good. But yeah, I thoroughly recommend it. I mean, if you're not insane like me with the bag and everything, doing the whole thing, then just coming down and doing a day stage and then getting the bus back to where you started and being. That's a worthwhile weekend, or blank holiday weekend project like that. Oh, so yeah, I'm gonna sign off, make my way to the station, try and find a train home, probably in a very large lemonade before I get on the train. I'll have to stock up as well, it's a long journey, and the what passes for buffet car on these long distance Great Westerns is pretty pathetic. The one on the way down here didn't even have sandwiches. You have one job. So yeah, so join me in May where I'll be heading off over those houses and off onto Land's End and the Lizard, and that's going to be an interesting kind of trip. Very bleak, very wild, not much out there, not nearly as set up for tourism as the north coast of Cornwall. I thoroughly enjoyed this week though, I'd recommend it highly. It's admirable, especially this time of year as well, late September, not so busy, cool enough to enjoy, still warm enough to enjoy as well. Right, so with that, see you next time. Oh crap, he's meant to be on that.